Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Maddie and this is This Bookish Cottage, and today I am going to be kind of showing you guys my reading journal that I have kind of worked on / not worked on, and then I'm going to be doing my updates for it. So I would love for you guys to come along with me. This is just a basic journal that I got from Hobby Lobby. You can find them in the art section, so in the drawing area, and I just wanted something that was very simple and very basic, but that also had some the dots, that way I could actually kind of graph a little bit easier on here. And I love it, but I am definitely ready for a different one for next year, because this was a hot mess. I basically started it one way and it kind of did some things, and then the more that I got into reading, the more I realized things were changing and I didn't love this anymore. So I did decide I was going to just completely start afresh. I do have some of my old spreads in here, which was very cool, but then you can see that in January I already started losing some interest in that, mainly because I started my YouTube channel, and so because of that it definitely took up a lot more time with my reading and such. So then I decided, hey, let's just start brand new. And so this is the beginning of my new section, and I do love this. I think that it could have used a little bit more work, but hey, I was working with what I had, and so I'm happy with that. And then I have my shelfie tracker, which this is all the books that I have been reading, and I have not updated this just yet. So we will be updating that today. As you can see, I stopped at Spy School, and I'm pretty sure that was like April, maybe it was May. So it's been a little bit. So we're going to update that, and then I'm just going to quickly take you through this. This was from a book club that I was in, but they stopped doing monthly books. So this page obviously doesn't mean anything anymore. And then I am in a women's book club, and I have just not kept up to date with printing and pasting those in here. So I need to do that. Literally, I'm so far behind. My sibling and read, this is for my brother and myself. We are not doing this anymore. We might pick it back up, but he got engaged in May. And so you can tell, like, we read one in April, I just never printed it off. We stopped in May because he got engaged, and then he was married in September. And so that was a little bit of a hiatus. So we may end up picking something up for the end of this year. I don't know. And same thing with Bestie Reads. This is my best friend Donna. We try and always read a book together each month, and we try to go between a real like nonfiction book / a growth book or something like that, and then we do just like a, you know, interesting, or like a book that we've both been wanting to read that's fictional or whatnot. And we have we did have several. I'm pretty sure we still did it all the way up to July. I just haven't updated this. So again, we're very far behind, people, but we will catch up, and I'm hoping that doing these videos will help hold me accountable, because I really do want this book. I want to be able to look back and see what all I read, what I enjoyed, what I didn't, and things along those lines. And this is just such a fun outlet for me, and so hopefully I can do these videos at least once a month just to kind of keep us up to date on everything. So anyways, we do still read, but she is also heavily involved in all of my YouTube stuff, and so she reads a lot of the books that I read anyways. Okay, and then this is my 24 in 24, which I love this page so much because it does keep reminding me of the books that I'm really wanting to read. Now, y'all can probably see that I am very far behind in this, and that is because when I redid this, I changed the books that I wanted to read from the one that I had. I had created this in January as well, and they are very different. There are some that are similar, but for the most part, a lot of these have changed because my taste in books have changed / I realized that a lot of these books I do want to read, but they're not necessarily my top 24, and these ones are. So I have read several of these. I DNF'd 2 of these so far, and I still have a long way to go. So I'm hoping that this month I will be reading this one, so that one's not, you know, too much of a stretch for me to get to. But I'm hoping that I can read some of these a little bit creepier ones. So I'm wanting to read Where Ivy Dares to Grow, A Flicker in the Dark. I also would really like to read The Bone Witch this month, so hopefully I can do that, and then we can slowly get the rest of these read as well. But we will see. This is one that honestly I just forget to look at whenever I'm choosing my books, but I'm going to try and train myself to be better about that, because next year I want to make sure that these are read. And then we have the 52 book challenge, which if you guys know what that is, it's literally put on by a 52 book challenge. And it is trying to read 52 books in a year, which is basically a book a week, and then they give you different prompts. And so I have fulfilled a lot of these prompts. I just have not actually gone and put them on here. And they are updated on my story graph. For the most part, I haven't caught up since last month, so I do still need to do that. But I need to print off my little covers and put them on here, and then it goes to here. And then this is the buzzword. This one is put on by Books and Lala. And I am behind on this one as well, mainly because I did, so that's January, February, March, April, May. I did May and I did June, but then July I completely forgot, and August I also forgot, and September I also forgot. So I don't have books for these ones, which stinks. I was gonna try and figure out if I could force something, but there's just nothing I could make work. And I'm shocked, honestly, that this one was not completed, because I feel like a lot of books that I read have like in the title, but maybe not. I mean, looking at all these ones, I guess I don't. Yeah, I haven't read one that has like in the title. Huh, interesting. Okay, well anyways, so this one, I love this spread, but obviously we're not going to be able to update this one. And then this is starting in April. That's when I restarted all this, and I was going to go for as simple as possible. So these are all the different books that I had read, plus I need to finish printing off a couple of the covers and finish putting them on here. And then it went into here. It says February, but ignore that. So I went into there. So honestly, guys, what we're doing, because I obviously have not updated this since May, is we are going to just take this page, let it stay blank, and then we are going to oh, and this one, honestly I have no idea what this one was for. I think this may have been May's, and yeah, this was May's, but I don't remember why I did this. I have no idea. So I don't know. I clearly started something and didn't finish it, which is common. So anyways, we're going to take these pages, we're going to just move on over, and we will start afresh, and we will do our October spread, and then I will have the things for our books. But we are also now doing my membership on YouTube, which I did not have whenever I started this book or whenever I restarted this book. And so what we're going to do is we have this super fun bingo challenge, and this is a bi-monthly bingo challenge that I create. And if you are a part of the upper tier of my membership, then you get this printed off copy sent to you in the mail. And so this is, you know, it's gonna be very exciting. I love doing this, but I love that I'm finally gonna have a physical copy for me to actually put on here, so that I can actually mark off the things that, you know, I'm wanting to mark off. And I'm wanting to find a way to do it that way I can show what book I read for the prompts, but I haven't figured that out just yet. I might end up making this bigger, that way maybe I can fit the little book covers on, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes I can go overboard with the mini book covers, but I just love miniature things. So anyways, so we do have this that we're also going to be putting on here, and then I definitely want to leave some space on my spreads so that I can do my my overview of a book, you know, so like what I did back here where I actually talked about books and did some spreads on them and kind of gave my thoughts and opinions and everything. I would really love to do that on this side as well. So without further ado, I'm just going to start getting into this, and I probably am not going to do much talking. We're just going to kind of ASMR this, and we'll see what we get. So I'm at a point where I'm wondering what I need to do with this, because it's not just for October. This is for October and November. And part of me wants to just go ahead and put it here. That way, you know, I can easily flip to it based off of these ones. And I'm leaving these pages, well, I don't know, I guess I could put it here. I was gonna leave these blank in case I end up getting more information or more books read than just the 12 that are listed here. But maybe I just do it here. We leave this page blank just in case. And then if not, then maybe I can do my stats here. But then maybe I do this. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I can't really think of anything else that I need to do for this month. Hopefully this will work out pretty well. I love this page. I think it turned out so cute. I did get this pack of stuff that is clearly Halloween / kind of fall, and I can't tell you where to get it from, because honestly I got all of that plus these papers, scrapbook papers from Goodwill, of all places. It was this whole pack and they had all sorts of different seasons. Got it for $1.99. I could not believe it. So I couldn't tell you where to get these things if you were interested, but I will certainly try and find them and link them down below, but there's no guarantee. So of course we have this page, which will be all the books that I have read, which I will put the stars on. This is my autumn bingo board, and I will figure out, I'm trying to still again figure out exactly how to do each of these and say what book was read for it, but I might figure something like that out. And then I'm going to leave the rest of these for us to start the different books that I have, do the different in-depth book reviews for each of those. And before we get off, we're going to go ahead and update my little book thing here, my shelfie tracker. So buckle up, guys. So I have this, which is there we go. It is my little color tracker for which types of books I read, their genre, and I will use this to figure out what color I need to be coloring all of these. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward us again while we catch ourselves up. All right, we finally got all the names written down of all of the different books that I have read, and this was all the way back in, I want to say, July. So we had July, or June, July, August, September. I believe that's all of these. So now I'm going to grab my markers and we're going to get these colored in. So a problem that I'm running into is that Piper has played with my pens and markers and such, and so I am missing probably half of my markers, and since it has been a hot minute since I've done this, I didn't realize that. So now I'm having to try and figure out what colors I need to use instead. So these might not match up perfectly, but they're going to be as close as I can get them for right now. I mean, what are you gonna do, you know? Later, and then I figured that I actually wanted to do a little bit more in here because I have already started filling out some of this bingo board, and then I realized that I also have this TBR game that I do with some of you members, and I want to include that. So I have this, and this is one that each week we will choose 5 of these different TBR topics, and then as I complete them, I'm going to be coloring them in, and I'm going to try and at least complete all 5 each week. We'll see if that happens or not. But for right now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down to size and put it up here, and then we are going to create some lines down here. That way I can fill in the books as I finish each of these topics. And I just really want to try and have everything as visual for me as possible, because I am someone who has to see everything laid out for me. I really like to be able to look back and see what did I do to complete these different prompts. Just like with this bingo board, that's the reason why it's all labeled out like this, is because I want to see what books specifically completed each of these tasks for me. And then of course it's the same thing for each of these different books that I'm reading as well. And so I want to include this, and then I also have a readathon that I am helping co-host this month, and I want to include that spread in here as well. So that's what I'm going to be working on today, and so I'm going to kind of tack this on obviously to the end of that other video. So I'm sorry that it's a bit choppy, but I'm still figuring out exactly how to shoot these journal videos, so bear with me. So for right now, we're going to go ahead and just take my handy dandy little cutter, and I'm going to, I think I want to cut this pretty close to those numbers. It's going to bother me that the N is going to still be showing a little bit up at the top, but I might just put like a sticker or something there to kind of cover that up. We'll put that to the side, move this to the side, and then I need to get my glue out. And here we go. I couldn't remember where I put it. And we're going to just glue this in there. Try and put it as close to the top as possible to give me as much space down at the bottom. There we go. Perfect, perfect. So now maybe we can find a couple of cute little things. Like that's a little balloon. That's a little too big. But there's like these little candy corns, which, tell me your thoughts on candy corn. I don't like it, but I know others do, and that's great. I'm just not one of those. And there's like this cute open space here. I might actually do like a real pumpkin or something here, you know, like one of these, but that does take up a lot of the space down here to write in, but I think that that could still be really cute. There's also like this, which we don't really do a ton of candy in our house, but that is cute on there. So there are 36 squares and I have 36 lines, which is perfect. So basically each of these squares will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it'll work its way down. So we know that this is number 30 that I have completed, and then we also finished number 27. So the new to me author, that was for the inheritance games. So we're gonna go ahead and fill that one in. Like I said, it's 27. And this might end up looking like a jumbled mess at the end, but for right now, that's what we're gonna do. And then what did I say, 30 is, this is for, this is for, what was the book? Chaos at the Lazy Bones, that's what it is. Chaos at the Lazy Bones bookshop. There we go. All right, so now we have that one, which could be great, could end up being a complete nightmare by the end of this. We'll just see. And honestly, I think that the pencil actually did worse than if I had just done the pen like I did over here. But oh well, we live and we learn. So then we're going to get all the stuff that I need to work on this next page here. Okay, so this is actually like a day later after I had to try and get this printed off, and then just, you know, life happens. But I did also go ahead and go through and I filled out all of these prompts for the 52 book challenge. So I'm only missing this one that I need to read, and then I need a book that includes a wedding, and then I went ahead and stuck this one on here, but I need to actually read this one, but I know that I'm going to because it is at the tip top of my reading list. So yeah, so these are all finished, and then I went ahead and added in the ones here that were missing. And so yeah, so we're pretty much caught up there. Like I said, I don't have one for these two, but this month we're going to be working on one that has relationships somehow in the title. I got all of these on, and then I got all of these on as well, and then I went ahead and got these ones on because they are either have been read. Actually, these three have been read. I need to do my star rating for this one, and this one I'm currently reading. And then I have a couple of other ones that I'm also currently reading that I need to print off and put on here, but I'm not gonna do that today. And so yes, so I'm happy I left this clear because I'm clearly gonna need to use this to make some more spots for book covers. And so anyways, we finished these, and so now we're going to do this spread, which is the Journey Through the Bible Readathon. I am doing this with Sweet Katie from Paperbacks and Ponytails, and so I definitely wanted to have an entire spread for this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here. I might do some things behind it, and then I'm going to leave spots over here to say what book it was and then what prompt I used for that book for. So I'm going to put you guys in fast forward, and then after this we will be done with this video. Okay, there we go. I figured we'll do something that's pretty simple so I can put my book cover here, and then I will write in what prompt it was, and each of these will correspond with each level of this that we are on. So there we go. Pretty simple and easy. All right, we're officially done. So that is crazy that we have already filled up this mini. I am so excited. I'm so ready to get the rest of this done, but we're going to call it a day because this is already a pretty lengthy video and I don't want to take up any more of y'all's time. But I am excited I will work on getting all of these things printed and we can put them all in there together. But I'm very excited to have October all ready to go, and I'm chomping at the bit to get all these filled in, but it'll be at the end of the month, and then of course to be able to play our bingo game, and then to be able to start putting in some of our fun little book reviews. So thank you guys so much for watching and for spending time with me. I ask that if you guys haven't already, that you'll please go like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys.